In this tutorial, you'll learn how to execute an entity in batch mode and send data from its tables and fields to our endpoint. Before running, ensure the entity is fully configured and the endpoint connection is set up and tested. First, double-click the entity you want to execute. Then, click on Execute. On the next screen, you'll be prompted with several options. Select the ones that best fit how you want to receive your data. First, select the desired output type. You can choose to send the field's technical name, field name, the alias or label assigned to it, field label, or both separated with an underscore. Next, choose the output format. Options include KDOC, a Kafka document structured like an IDOC-style XML string, table format, records and columns in tabular form, or both, sending data in KDOC and table formats. Finally, define the endpoint where the data will be sent. This endpoint must be pre-configured in transaction SM59 and set as default in the SAP Data Modeler parameters. For this example, we'll use the endpoint Onibex_demo. After confirming your selections, click Execute to continue the process. On the next screen, you'll see folders representing the tables in the entity. Here, you can choose which documents to send by setting criteria for specific fields in each table. Click the arrow to expand a table and view its available fields. Double-click the field you want to use as criteria. In this example, we'll use the sales document field VBELN from the sales document header table VBAK. You can add multiple fields as criteria for sending documents following the previous step. Keep in mind that the criteria work as an end condition, meaning only documents that meet all selected criteria will be sent. If you wish to remove a field, just double-click on it. Now, let's set the criteria for the sales document field. As in SAP, you can select a single element, a range, or multiple elements to be sent. In this example, we'll select a range of documents. After clicking the match code, select the documents you want to send through the entity. In this example, we'll send the range of sales documents from 25 through 28. Once you've finished selecting the criteria for this entity, click Save to confirm your selection. Now, you'll be redirected to a screen with multiple options. Let's go through each one. The first option is the execution mode, online. It sends data matching your criteria immediately. We recommend this option when the dataset is small or lightweight, this with the idea to avoid performance issues in SAP. After a short time, an execution log will appear showing the results of the online execution mode. The log displays key details, the tables sent with their aliases, the total size sent in bytes, the total number of requests made, and the total number of records sent for the entity. After this log is displayed, you have finished the process. Now let's review the background execution mode. This mode sends the data at a scheduled time by creating a standard SAP job. We recommend using it when the data is large or when sending a high volume of records. After selecting background execution mode, a new window will open where you can configure a standard SAP job to execute the entity. You can schedule the job to run at a specific time, for example, during off hours, to avoid impacting system performance. You can also schedule the job to run this entity periodically at specific time intervals. After saving the job, a confirmation log window will appear indicating that it was set up successfully. You can then check the job status in transaction SM37. Finally, if you select the Preview JSON mode, no data will be sent to the endpoint. Instead, you'll see a preview of the data that would be sent using this entity. On the next screen, you'll see a preview of the generated JSON, including its metadata and data. This function is useful for reviewing the information before sending it. For best results, use it with just one record.